What's up, everybody, and welcome to Kobe's Corner. We are here at Maximum Training Center in Windsor, Ontario, our premier mixed martial arts training facility. And I am here with the young phenom, T.J Laramie. T.J, how are you today?
I'm good.
Good. Now, T.J, I was going to introduce you as Canada's up-and-coming rising MMA star, but given the fact you've just won 2 world titles, I didn't think that would be proper. The first was in Orlando, Florida. You went to the IKF and won a world title in a kickboxing tournament. Can you tell us about that?
Well, it was my first experience traveling so far away for a tournament like that, and my first chance at a world title. So it was like it was like a vacation and a competition experience at the same time. So it was like first time that's ever happened to me, and it was like amazing. That's the only way I can explain it.
Now, did you fight within your age group?
I fought between 15-year-olds and 17-year-olds.
Okay. Coming up here, you know, and I've seen you in here for a long time, you spar grown men, but do you think that sparring experience sets you up to put yourself in a better position to compete in that tournament?
For me, I find fighting adults, and it's just more natural to me, you know what I mean? And even when I fight people my own age, I get more nervous, you know what I mean? Because it's a little bit more pressure, you know, like I'm like you said, I'm known for, like, I know I spar with adults all the time,
right?
And like just fighting them is just second nature, right? It's just another day in the gym, right? Okay. But sparring people my own age is a little bit different. Like, I don't get a lot of sparring with kids my own age, so basically I like sparring men's a lot better. It's like gonna bring me to that pro level a lot faster.
You like speeding up the adults more. So now I seen a picture, it was actually on the computer, and it showed you actually getting the belt put around your waist. Your hands were over your face. You started to show some emotion. I want to know what that experience was like. What were you feeling at that moment?
Well, like, a lot of hard work that people don't know of goes into like wins like that, and I was training twice a day for 6 to 7 days a week leading up to that tournament. I put everything I had into it. And when it came down to that last fight, where I just felt everything was coming together and everything was just flowing properly, and then I felt that a dominant victory. And then at the end, like, it was just like I can't really explain the feeling. It's like you have to experience it yourself. Yeah,
and you don't need to. You're 15 years old and you're a world champion. So I mean, that would be certainly awesome for anybody to experience. Congratulations on all that hard work. And shortly after, you got to travel to California. Pretty cool being 15 years old now, getting able to go to California and competing in the No-Gi World Jiu-Jitsu Championships. You placed first in your age group. Tell us about that.
Well, basically, Reno, which is like head trainer here at MTC, he came up to me like maybe a month before, and he was like, "Hey, we got this opportunity down for you in California." So I took it. I said, sure, why not, right? So it was the hardest I've ever trained for a jiu-jitsu tournament in my life, and I felt like I could beat anyone at that point. Like, I was very confident going in that tournament, and actually I had a super, super hard match, and it was against someone from Brazil, actually, so that was an awesome experience, being able to beat someone from Brazil. And like, I was down on points, and I won with 3 seconds left in the match to win like the world title, so it was like pretty awesome.
Certainly awesome and amazing. Again, a 2-time world champion here, showing that you're not just a stand-up guy. Next, you take it to the ground and you come out a world champion. Congratulations on that. That's certainly awesome. So you're 15 years old at the time, or 16?
16.
You're 16. You're a 2-time world champion. Tell me how humility and being humble is something that someone at your age needs to keep, given all that you've accomplished at a young age.
Well, the thing is, for me, I feel as like, if people, like, if you have to brag, obviously your accomplishments weren't good enough for people to know about, right? So if I'm ever hanging around with my friends or something, they bring it up, not me, you know what I mean? So like, I have to keep humble. Just I feel that it makes you look like stupid pretty much if you're just talking about your success all the time. And like, it doesn't show like basically, like, it's not a professional manner at all. It's childish to go about bragging about like your success.
All right. Now, to me, normal is just a setting on the washing machine, but society has a kind of a standard for normal. Or do you think you're a normal 16-year-old, given that you go to school, but your hobby or the rest of your life is spent in this gym?
For me, I don't really think so, because basically how it is, I go to school, I come home, come to the gym, I train, go home, come to the gym again, train, and it's like that day in and day out. And but it's not like I don't think of it as like a punishment or like, oh man, I have to go train. It's like it's fun for me, you know. My friends are here, even though like I'm missing out on other friends I still have friends here at the gym. Most of my friends are here at the gym, so it's hanging out and working out at the same time, getting better with people that you enjoy being around.
So you made it into the mixed martial arts gym. You knew you wanted to fight. MMA wrestling is a big piece of it. You go to high school. You utilized your school as a platform to build a base for your wrestling. Why don't you tell us about what you did?
So in grade 9, I wrestled open. So that would be like there was a novice class. Usually when you start wrestling, I started off with the open class, and I wrestled all the whole year. And then I made it to OFSA, but I came up short of the podium, which would be the top 6. And then I continued wrestling into grade 10, which would be my second year. And I wrestled undefeated the whole year until Wexa Swanson OFSA, where I was the runner-up to the same person every time, a 5th year who's now first year university. The wrestling that I learned just from high school has taught me a lot in MMA. Like a big part has taught me a lot for MMA and grappling actually. Like a lot of grapplers don't have good wrestling, and that's like one of my strengths. Big time. Like being able to take the fight to the ground is one of the most important things. How do you score points? If you look at all the big fighters, you got George St. Pierre who does it. You got like people like Chad Mendez. You got Clay Guida. Like just people who win off takedowns. And that's basically where I wanted to be able to take my game if I had to. I wanted to make it as well-rounded as possible.
So obviously you've seen how important it was to get the wrestling piece down. You've won there, you've won on the feet, and you've won on the ground. Now, you have a fight coming up January 24th in Calgary against Ethan Doucette. Tell us about that and what can we expect from T.J Laramie on that night?
Well, I just recently coming off a fight, I feel that I'm really in shape and sharp for this fight. I've been training really hard. I've been training shorter sessions but really intense, high pace, because this fight is a little bit shorter rounds. And it's modified Muay Thai, so it's kickboxing with clinch knees to the body. And it's at 145, so it's the first time I'm cutting down some weight, and with 10-ounce gloves, so I really feel that I have power at that weight and with the gloves like that. So I think I'm going to get a knockout. I know I'm going to get a knockout, and I'm going to bring it back to Windsor for you guys.
Awesome. So we're talking about modified rules, knees to the body. Have you fought in the clinch yet so far in your career?
Yeah. In Orlando, it was the exact same thing, clinch with knees to the body, and I had recently a smoker at MTC where there was knees to the body as well.
Now, just so everybody knows, 10-ounce gloves are not big gloves. I think the UFC gloves run at about 6 ounces, so these are small bag-style gloves. I expect a banger that night in Calgary. I look forward to it. TJ, I want to thank you for being here. You're a leader. You're a great young man, and you serve as an inspiration for all of us. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, thanks for joining us today on Kobe's Corner. You can follow me on Twitter at Kobe519. On that page, you can find a link to my Facebook fan page. It's Kobe's Corner. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kobe K. Lots more to come from MTC. Thanks.